Hi, I'm Amy Hannon, and nothing thrills me more than people and food. I'm a preacher's wife, a mom of 3, and I own my own specialty kitchen store. I've kept an open door and a well-stocked fridge, which means I have fed a lot of mouths over the years. So welcome to my kitchen. This is Cooking Today. Hi, look what a fun day today. I have my nieces in the kitchen with me. We are getting ready for Valentine's Day coming up, and I thought it would be really fun to have Brooklyn and Emma, both of them are my nieces from Springdale, have them come in the kitchen today and we can make some cookies and some other treats that you could make with your kids. Kind of all ages. They're really fun to give for teacher presents and just to give out to your neighbors. And some of you may still have classroom parties. Do y'all still have classroom parties?
Yes.
You do, because you're in what grade? Third grade. Now tell me who your teacher is real quick.
Missy Zell.
Missy Zell. Wave to Missy Zell. Hi, Missy Zell. Okay, so you still have classroom parties. Do you still have a classroom party?
No.
Because you're big and cool. Okay, so you're in what grade?
6th.
And your teacher, whose class are you missing right now?
A little bit of Miss Keys and Miss Wood's class.
And Miss Wood. She's my friend. That's so fun. Both of their teachers are. So you don't have classroom parties, but your teachers would still certainly love to have cookies, I would bet. Wouldn't you bet? Teachers love cookies, don't you bet? So we're going to do some really easy things. We just have some stations set up right here. And this is a really great recipe to make with kids even younger than Brooklyn because there's a little rolling and some scooping, some really easy things that would get your kids in the kitchen because that's really fun and that's where you're making a memory. What we're going to make are crinkle cookies, and we have 2 different flavors. And what basically crinkle cookies are cake mixes. We're just going to do something super easy. Start with cake mix, and then we're going to roll them in sugar and some sprinkles and some powdered sugar and stuff like that. And that's what the girls are going to get to do. So we have their station set up. Okay, what we want to do first, I'm going to do Brooklyn. You want strawberry?
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to get this going first. I just have a strawberry cake mix, and I'm putting it in the bottom of my mixer. Em, you want to drop that in the trash for me? And then this too. Em will be my little sous chef real quick. That can go in the trash.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to lock this, and this is just a strawberry cake mix. Smells good. Smell it. You smell it? Smells good already, doesn't it? And then to this, we're going to add, I'll let you do this. You want to measure a cup of oil right here. See that?
Yeah.
It's right there. And it doesn't have to be perfection. It just can be. So we're just going to add oil and eggs and a little vanilla, and that's it. Got it? Oh yeah, you got that. You're doing it easy. You want to do a little splash of vanilla in here for me? You don't have, we're not even going to measure. We're just going to go, shoot. Perfect. About a teaspoon of vanilla or so. Okay, and Em's got our oil. Beautiful. We've already washed our hands because we're about to manhandle this dough. And then just 2 room temperature eggs. And you want room temperature eggs because it makes it kind of incorporate a little easier, bake a little more evenly. So we've done oil, eggs, a little bit of vanilla. That's about it. And it's going to come together less like a cake batter and more like a cookie dough. Doesn't that look like a cookie dough? Yeah. You know how it's a little thicker? Mm-hmm. We said it kind of feels like Play-Doh. I'm going to turn this up 1 notch. Make sure we're mixed really well, and then I'm going to give this one to Brooklyn. She's going to start making some little rounds. Okay. Smells really good. Oh, my word. Okay, B, hand me your little bowl. And we're going to do yours next.
Okay.
And this just feels just like dough. See how it comes together in your fingers? Look how easy that is. See that? It doesn't feel like batter at all. It just feels like a really soft Play-Doh, doesn't it?
That's fun.
Yeah, it's a good one. And it smells so good. We love being in the kitchen with our kids. And, you know, they can't do just everything. I mean, they're not going to be in here making all kinds of things. But this is such a fun one. And then they can be really proud that y'all, wouldn't you be really proud to take these to school and be able to say, I made these cookies?
Yeah.
You would, wouldn't you? Especially if they taste good, right? You can kind of brag on them. Okay, so this is how this is coming together. See, girls, how it looks a lot like Play-Doh? So I'm going to put this in your bowl, and then we're going to start on the red velvet. Now you could actually use any cake mix that you wanted. What are some of the fun ones that we've seen that would be kind of fun?
Pink lemonade.
Pink lemonade would be a good one. Pink camo. We've seen pink camo cake mixes. Those would be great. You want to just set that over there, sis? And I'm trying to think. I actually almost bought a funfetti mix. Don't you think funfetti could be kind of cute? Because it would like pop open and you'd have all those little colors.
Sprinkles.
Here, I'm going to lay that there for a sec. Is that okay? Okay, you ready? Do it again. We're just
1/3.
going to do the, 1/3. We're going to just do the exact same thing with another mix. This is red velvet, which is, you know, kind of a reddish cake mix. But it's chocolatey flavored. Because, you know, Valentine's Day makes you think of chocolate, doesn't it? Like chocolate Easter. I mean, chocolate eggs and chocolate, I don't know, flowers and all kinds of good things like that. Chocolate kisses. Yeah, a little more. Keep going. One more splash. I can see it. 1, 2, 3. No, one more. I think I can tell right. Yep, you got it. Okay. So I'm going to just put, I'm not even rinsing this out. We're just going to mix this up again for a red velvet. And we're going to do the same thing. Oil and eggs, a little bit of vanilla. I'm going to add a little espresso powder because I sure love that flavor with anything chocolate. When we come back, we're going to show you how to assemble these yummy cookies. This is Cooking Today.
Iced tea, sponsored by Lipton.
Hi, we're back. We're making easy Valentine's Day treats, starting with these crinkle cookies that I'm making with my nieces today. This is Emma.
Hi.
This is Brooklyn. We've already mixed Brooklyn's. What's your flavor?
Strawberry.
Yes, and we love the way that it smells. We've already made strawberry crinkle batter, made it straight out of a cake mix for Brooklyn. And then we have just mixed up this red velvet for Emma. We thought about, as a matter of fact, when we were in the break, we talked about maybe adding a little bit of food coloring to this, thinking that we might want it to be redder. But once we really got it mixed, don't you think it's red enough?
Yes.
Pretty red. And you know, red velvet is like chocolate smelling. Even though it's a little red, it kind of makes you think it might be something else. So what we're going to do, Em, I'm going to get your bowl, hand it over here, and then I'm going to scoop this out, just like we did the strawberry. And it kind of makes that thick dough. I'm going to scoop this in here, and we're going to take about a 1.5 inch or so. Y'all hold up here. Hold up your here's your batter, and then show me your scooper. These are like little ice cream scoopers. Give it a little. Yep. And so what we're going to do with those is make little balls with our scoops. And you don't have to use that scoop, but it sure does give. Will you hold your bowl? I'm scared I'm about to knock that right off. It makes you have like nice kind of uniform pretty cookies, and it kind of takes some of the guesswork. This is like thick. Can you feel it? Look how much trouble I'm having. So we're going to make little balls by scooping them out. Bea, why don't you give that a try while I'm working on this? See if you can kind of get your scoop down in there. And I told the girls that how you would do it is get a scoop and kind of, put it in your hands. We washed our hands earlier. And then just kind of roll it around like a ball in your hand. Yeah, you know how you just roll it, roll it, roll it? Yeah, just like that. Just like that. And if your hands are sticky and they are sticking to this batter, which Emma's is a little bit stickier than Brooklyn's, you can spray your fingers with Baker's Joy. So ready? You can just put them right over here. How about that? Don't itch your nose. You'll get it on you. Okay. So what Brooklyn has done is, here, you want to show everybody? Made a really nice little ball shape. And Em, you can start and do the same thing with yours. And what you can do is take it, and remember how I said you can kind of flatten it? Yeah, so that you're not getting too much in your scoop. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's great. Then you can kind of make your little scoop and then kind of flatten that off on the side of your bowl. And then just roll it, roll it, roll it. Great. So we're going to fill these trays, and you don't even have to line them up quite yet. Let's just get them on the tray. And so while they're making those balls, we're actually going to just make these little stations. What is fun about a crinkle cookie is that the dough balls are actually rolled in like a sugar first, and we have some fun little pink sprinkles we're going to put with our strawberry. Then they're rolled in powdered sugar. So then when they bake, and you know cookies expand and they kind of get those cracks, then they kind of pop open and you see these neat little ridges where you see the full color of the cookie on the inside, but then you see that yummy powdered sugar coating on the outside. So good. That's why I think funfetti, we need to do this with funfetti next time. Because I think that'd be super cute. Beautiful, beautiful. So what I'm going to do is make our stations we'll do Emma's first for the red velvet cookies. And on this, we're just going to do one station, kind of like a dredging station if we were to make chicken parm, something like that. So we're going to always do it in sugar first, then powdered sugar at the end. How's it going? Pretty good, huh? I love to eat dough, so I mean, it would be, do you like to?
Yes. I love eating cookies.
I love dough, and so, you know,
Chocolate
we
chip
may have to
cookie
just
dough.
pop a little one in our mouth here just in a minute. So what Emma's is for the red velvet is sugar and then powdered sugar. What's a little bit different and fun about Brooklyn's, these strawberry ones, is that we're going to actually do sugar, just like we do for the red velvet, but I'm going to throw in for a little tart and kind of an unexpected surprise, some pink lemonade, like powdered drink mix crystals. Now, you don't want the sugar-free one. You want the one that's got the sugar in it. But we're going to put that in with our white sugar for that first coating. It is so good. It's tart. It's a surprise. It's really, really good. There's actually a strawberry lemonade cake mix that I couldn't find specifically for today. But I think those are the ones I've made before. Did y'all make strawberry lemonade before?
Yes.
You did. They're good, aren't they?
Yes.
I like them because they're kind of tart. To make these even a little bit more tart, you could actually zest a lemon into the strawberry mix if you would like. I've done that before too. Okay, so we've got sugars going here for our first station. Don't we have a lot going on? Look, everywhere you look, there's a little something. They look good. Look how shiny they are. Pretty. That's fine. We're going to roll it in a minute. So I've got this one for the strawberry. It's got some sugar, and I'm going to go ahead and add in some of this powdered drink mix to it. And this, what's so fun about these, is you can totally experiment with whatever you want to do. If you want to do something crazy, you can. If you want to do something just white on white, they're delicious. They're chewy and good. So you just kind of do whatever. Experiment with your sprinkles, whatever floats your boat. So we're going to keep working. When we come back, we're going to coat them and stick them in the oven. This is cooking today. Hi, welcome back. We've got a mess going in here. We're making really easy Valentine's Day treats that you can make with your kids. I have my nieces here with me today. Brooklyn, smile, and Emma, smile. And we're making Valentine's Day crinkle cookies right now, and this is just starting with a cake mix, a boxed cake mix. And we're rolling them right now. They've worked really, really hard. Rolling them first in a little sugar and then powdered sugar, and rolling them out and getting them on their baking sheets. These make anywhere from, I don't know, maybe 15 or 18, all the way up to 24 cookies. It kind of depends on how big that you make your little balls of dough. Brooklyn went big, and Emma went a little bit smaller, so they've kind of got a little variation on their mats. What else we want to get going today, which is delicious, one of our favorite things in the world, and it's cute. Don't you think it's going to be cute?
Yes.
With all of our little cute stuff in there?
Yeah.
Is a white chocolate popcorn. Easy as it can be, makes a really fun snack to have after school that day or to take to teachers or neighbors or friends. And so I actually have 6 little cubes, like 6 ounces of white, like almond bark in the microwave in a glass pitcher. And we're just gonna let that cook and melt according to the instructions. It's about 1.5 minutes or so. Then you give it a stir and then do it about every 10 or 15 seconds and stir it and stir it. You know how to melt bark, but just till it's nice and smooth and the clumps are gone. And then while they're finishing up, y'all are doing great. I have just microwaved just one bag, regular size bag of microwave popcorn. And I have chosen a really buttery one because I love a little bit of salt with a little bit of sweet. Do y'all like that? A little bit of salt, a little bit like a chocolate covered pretzel.
Yeah.
So you kind of get that little salt with the chocolate on the outside. So I've done, you're doing good. You only have one left. Oh, you're done. You want to walk around here real quick and hold your fingers. Well, B's got one more left.
Okay.
And then y'all can rinse. Doing good. Are you rushing? I feel you're getting going. So I've just done one regular size microwave bag of popcorn with butter on it because we're going to put the sugar on it and the white chocolate, and we're going to put some sprinkles and M&Ms in it, and so I like that salty popcorn. And I have laid this out and picked out any of the little kernels before I put it back in the bowl, because you certainly don't want to bite into a kernel. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Bitten down
Yeah.
on a hard kernel? It's such a disappointment,
Yeah.
isn't it? So, okay, y'all go ahead and rinse. We'll pick these stations up really quick. We'll just scoot them. So see how I said this is something you really could do with just about anyone? Easy as that, and it's super simple to clean it up. So we have our oven on 350. Here, yeah, there's one, and then here you can use this one. We have our oven on 350, and these just bake in the oven for right at 10 minutes. And when they start to crack open, you're going to see them a little bit tender on the inside. They're great. Take them out. You don't want them to look dry. So when they come out, they're going to look a little bit cooked around the outside, but just a little bit moist on the inside. And then as they sit at room temperature, oh my goodness, they're so good. They're like a tiny, tiny bit crispy, but they're a really chewy, good cookie. Okay, coming behind your fannies, right here, getting in. So I'm going to put one on the top rack and one on the bottom rack. And then we need to set our timer for 10 minutes. So what we need, oh here, let's wipe that up real quick. You want to take this paper towel? Em, why don't you do yes. And then come stand where I am and just sweep it right into the sink.
Okay.
And let's check our chocolate. We'll see how we're doing on this. Looks like it needs a little bit longer, so I'm going to add about 20 seconds on high and get my knife and just give it a stir. And then, perfect. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Awesome. And then we're going to just dump this on here. Hey, B, you want to show what our options are here? You want to hold those up so they can see? I like Valentine's Day, the little candies like M&M's makes. We love those. And then we have a couple of other sprinkles. Like this is like a little sprinkling sugar that's red and white. And then these are just some little dots, yeah, in red and white and pink. Because we thought that would be especially cute on our popcorn.
I love dots.
I love the dots too. I sure love sprinkles on all things. Your mom made you a really great birthday cake, didn't she?
Yeah.
For your birthday?
Uh-huh.
Covered in sprinkles, like the cutest thing you've ever seen. Pinterest has got nothing on my sister-in-law. She is quite the creative, that is for sure. Okay, I still see clumps. Do you see those clumps?
Yeah.
See, we're not quite ready to pour. So I'm going to plop that in there. Y'all want to bite a popcorn while you wait? I'm going to do 30 more seconds. And then when we get that out, what we want to do is toss this in this big bowl. And then I have this baking sheet. And once we toss the popcorn in the white chocolate, we're going to lay it out on the baking sheet for it to cool a little bit. What would happen if we put M&Ms in hot popcorn or white chocolate? Would they hold or would they melt?
Melt.
They would melt. And so we don't want that to happen. So as soon as we get this white chocolate out, we're going to cover this and lay it out for just a minute or two on this sheet tray, and then add all of our good stuff that's going to make it cute and fun and festive. And we're going to check on our cookies. This is Cooking Today. One thing that you may or may not know about me is that I drink a lot of sweet tea. I make a gallon or two at least a week. I always make it on Sundays just to get us all stocked up for the week to come. It is so good. It's so easy to make. I think everybody thinks it might take a little elbow grease, but it really doesn't. So easy just to brew a couple of cups, add a cup and a half of sugar, let that stir really well till it's mixed up real well and melted, almost like you're making a simple syrup, and then just brew your bags. Fill the rest of your gallon-sized jug with ice, and you're done. The ice will melt in all that hot, sugary tea water, and you are set. It is so good. We drink it at home, we drink it in my store, and we drink it on the set every time we're together. It is our favorite Southern sweet drink. We're back, and we are just finishing up our Valentine's Day treats that we're making with kids. I've got my nieces here. Look at these beautiful cookies, how they've come out of the oven. See how they've broken open? Oh, I love this. These are the ones that Emma made that have the powdered sugar on the outside, and these are red velvet, so they're a little chocolatey. We've let those cool a little. I'm moving them to the cooling rack to cool completely so we can stack them. And so we can finish doing that in just a minute. And then Brooklyn's, you know, she's the one that went kind of go big or go home. You went big, didn't you? But we love a big cookie. Who doesn't like a big cookie? And hers have cracked and they're so pretty. So we're going to take some time and we'll move these over to a cooling rack. And in the meantime, what we've got here is our white chocolate that we've gone ahead and tossed on our popcorn in the big bowl. Spread it out on this sheet pan. And then y'all can come over here and let's pick some things to put in it. Why don't you just take some sprinkles of these M&Ms. And B, which ones of these do you like better?
The dots.
You like the dots? You did that on purpose so you could eat one, didn't you? Drop one on the floor so you could eat it?
Oh, no, it
I'm
went into
kidding.
the
Don't
trash
eat it if
can.
it's on the floor. Don't
No,
eat
it
it
went
on
into the
floor.
trash can.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead. We can put those on, B. Yeah, more. Just go for it. Yeah, look. What's this? What's that? There's no rhyme or reason, and we want a ton of them on there all around. Oh, look how pretty it's getting. Oh, I love it. And what you want to be sure is that when you put the warmed white chocolate on the popcorn, you want to let it cool for just a minute before you put those M&Ms on there, or they will melt like crazy. What pretty Valentine's Day snacks. Aren't they great? Did y'all have fun?
Yes.
Y'all were great in here. That was fun. These are beautiful little treats that you can make with your kids at home. We're going to pack some of these up and send them back to school with the girls for their teachers and their friends. This is Cooking Today.
Groceries provided by Harps, Hometown Fresh. Kitchenware is provided by Una Mays.